what does action plan mean? So under action plan, I want to make this as simple as for you all. So what that means is we will look at, first of all, things like personal selling, which is the sales team basically. That's what we mean by personal selling. So there you're going to say, how many teams are you going to have? Okay. And what are the daily call rates going to be? So that's where you have to, Fiona and Xue, put in the call rates. Are you all going to move into looking at call concentration of customers who are A-class customers, B-class customers, or whatever other classes that you may have? So you got to put all this down, because this is where you're going to start monitoring and measuring. Are we getting the calls? Are they talking about the products that they're supposed to talk about? So Doreen, currently have you all already moved into capturing all this information? Who the reps are visiting? What are they speaking about with the doctors and so on?
Yes, we have, Viva have all the data.
Okay. Have you all already started?
Yeah, we started already.
Okay. So are you all already currently having A-class customers? Have you classified the customers according to certain criteria?
Basically, we just have, maybe you can say A and B, because we look into A as in our top 20 customers, then B is the B, the others.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And we define each of them, how many calls to visit them per month.
All right, okay, yeah. So whatever Doreen has mentioned, product managers, we just have to capture it inside here. So it has to be captured somewhere, so put it inside here.
What is call concentration, actually?
Call concentration is when a rep makes, let's say in a month, 140 calls. And out of those 140 calls, he or she has made 30 calls among the A-class customers and the remaining 110 with the B-class customers. So call concentration would mean 30 out of 140 is how many percent? Anybody got a calculator with you? Let's do a quick.
Maybe
30 divided by 140 is 21%. So 21% of their calls are among the A-class customers and the remaining are with the B-class customers. So that gives you an idea about, where are they concentrating their calls in, okay? So that will give you an idea. Is it more on the A-class or more on the B-class? Now, in your case, you only got A and B. There are some companies which have A, B, C as well, okay? And what you'll find is, very often you find that in a lot of companies that the call concentration is on the less important doctors. And that will make you think, why are they going and seeing the wrong customers? Because D-class customers, for example, are not going to give you much money, but then the calls are being concentrated there. So that's what the picture it paints. Call frequency, on the other hand, is how many calls. You see, for the A class, and there's a formula for this. For the A class, you're supposed to visit them once a month, or maybe twice a month in your case. So in a month, the frequency for A class should be 2, right? Because you're supposed to see them twice a month. But if you find that the frequency is 1.1, and then the frequency for the B class is 2.2, for example, then you know that these guys are finding the easy way out and seeing the easy doctors more often, rather than the important doctors more often. So that's what it tells you. Got that? Serena, Fiona, Xue, Doreen, and Enki?
Yep. Thanks.
So that's how you know whether the calls are going to the right people or to the wrong people. Let's move on. So next comes advertising. This is where you're going to state whatever your advertising is, where you're going to advertise. And I would also suggest, Xue and Fiona, when we do this, you create a chart and put there, okay, what is the frequency in this place? Which are the months you're putting out the ad and all that. Okay, so don't worry about this now. We will come to it when the time comes. For now, just leave it as this. Next is CME. What kind of CME? Xue, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. I don't get what is advertise.
Advertising is when you are advertising, let's say in Health Today or MIMS,
oh.
MIMS doctor for doctors and all that.
Okay,
So that's what advertising is.
okay.
All right. Okay. So and then we look at CME, which I think you guys are doing. So you got to capture that separately, yeah. And then we will have sponsorships. Fiona, do you have any sponsorships for Brintalix and Ibiza, for example, or Lexapro?
Oh, sponsorship to events?
Yeah, this year, do you all have any?
We are sponsor for events. Yes.
Events, okay, right. Overseas or local? Or everything cancelled?
Overseas one
Virtual.
don't know yet. Virtual.
Virtual, all okay. Yeah.
Everything virtual.
Everything virtual, yeah. Okay. All right. So moving on. So the last one here, under the action plan is a calendar. You can put one calendar, list down all the activities, and then you put the months, and then you just tick it or use numbers or whatever. We will decide later how we want to do this. All right. So don't fret about this now, Fiona and Siwei.